Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, I just want to connect real quick because it's been a long time. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Stop munchkin. Guys, it's a glare, but I'm going to have to put the phone on here anyway. Hold on. Man, my dog like carrots. You hear this mess? Sorry, let me give him a carrot. Hold on. Sorry, it's like fuzzy. Will it come through? First of all, this thing hurt my damn head. I'm sick of this shit. Look at this. Oh, this is mayhem. Mayhem! Somebody don't want me to get this message out. There we go. Okay. Now, hold on. Hold on, Munchkin man. My little dog, he a bully. Hold on. See, this is where they go. Damn, I can't even get this to go in. Anywho, let me get him here so he can stop. Hold on. There you go. It's right there. Look. Hey, before I hit this button, I was hearing it. And it's so random. Before I hit the button, I was hearing this. Can't help but wait. Wait. Who was that? That's Trey Songz. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. Can't help but wait. Hey, who out there listening to Trey Songz? I was thinking about him, though. I was like, I ain't heard from dude in a minute. Where he at? His phone ain't right. Anyway, I just wanted to hop on here and connect because it's been a little while. The stuff been going zone. So hopefully y'all had a good week and y'all having a good weekend. The start of your week. Start of your weekend. Let me see. Hold on, first of all. There's always something going on. This damn bump. Some don't want me to get this out. Hold on. Dog gonna start barking. It's some bullshit. But yeah, right before I hit the record button, I heard, can't help but wait. That's so weird. I don't even listen to Trey Songz. So what could that mean? Hey, that means somebody gotta be patient. Probably me too. Wait, can't help but wait. Why the hell I keep hearing that? What in the Trey Songz is going on? Hold on, y'all. I'm eating a veggie tray. My dog is obsessed with these carrots, and every time I slow down, he almost like them. You know how a baby is when you be eating something. If you too slow to give a baby another spoonful, they be like, they be going. This is this dog. So hold on. I had to make him bite size because dogs can choke on this, especially him. He little. Just slide down his damn windpipe or whatever. So hold on. Man, you crazy. Anyway, I just really want to hop on here and connect because it's been a while since I went live, and I'm like, no, I ain't got nothing scripted. No, I'm not prepared. No. But that's something I'm trying to overcome anyway. That whole perfectionism bullshit. So I said, let me hit this button right now. And sorry for the glare and stuff. I was trying to block it all out. It ain't working. But I said it don't matter. Because perfectionism is a joke anyway. It's a prison. So I just said, let me hop on here before I start driving. And just say hi. Wish y'all a good weekend. And tell y'all what happened to me. Hold on. So do y'all know yesterday? And it's still on my mind, so I gotta tell y'all. This is what I was hearing yesterday. I was hearing, so weird. I was hearing, make the unconscious conscious, and that's your fastest path to liberation. I don't know why that kept playing in my head. Make the unconscious conscious. That's your fastest way to liberation. Make the unconscious conscious. That's your fastest way to liberation. And I'm like, what? I mean, I know what that means, but I don't necessarily be just running around but just thinking like that. Make the unconscious conscious. That's your fastest way to liberation. And I'm like, what? Okay. Hey, so I'm just sharing what was dropping down into my psyche. Because that might mean something to somebody. It should, maybe. Somebody out there, you running from yourself? Make the unconscious conscious. It's your fastest path to liberation. I'm like, damn. Okay. And it just came out of nowhere. That's why I'm like, hey, it's got to have, it must be relevant in some sense. I do know this world we live in, a lot of people are extremely distracted and be running, ripping and running and not sitting quietly with themselves, so they don't ever really have a chance to explore what's unconscious that need to be made conscious, so then they can overcome it or transcend it or evolve out of that way of thinking or that perspective, that behavior, whatever it is. And this is me included, so I'm not saying this as a dig or like I got it down pat, because I don't. I mean, as long as you're a human being, you're going to always be trying to make the unconscious conscious. You're going to always be on some sort of healing or reverse engineering or learning, reprogramming, unlearning, remembering journey. It's going to always be there, because that's just the duality of life. It's no such thing as being down here and being perfectly healed, because if that's the case, you wouldn't be down here. You'd be somewhere up in the heavens being a damn ascended master or some Jesus Buddha figure. You wouldn't even have a reason to be down here. So anyway, I'm not saying it as like I got that down pat, because I don't. But I kept hearing that though. It was like, make the unconscious conscious. That's your fastest path to liberation. And I'm like, I don't get it. But anyway, I'm just sharing it. So, I mean, do with it what you may. Chew on it. And then, do y'all know, last night, in the middle of the night, I ran over a fucking rat. Now, I don't like the idea of roadkill. I feel like everything that's alive down here is a sentient being. Something that God made. Let me get his dog a carrot, but he's a burger. And so there's a big pet peeve of mine. Like, I don't want to run over nothing. Like, oh. When I tell you this rat, I wasn't going fast, and he wasn't either. But somehow, he still wound up under my tire. And I knew I hit it because it was like, you know, when you hit something, the car moved. And I was like, oh, fuck. And that just, I didn't go back and look, but I thought, what could that mean? That's a meaning. Like, weird stuff like that. To me, that means something. But when hey, for whatever reason, I was hearing ding dong, the witch is dead. I was like, damn, what is him? Oh, that's so funny. Hold on. Bye. I'm finna look that up, guys, because I want to know what that means if you run over a rat. Listen. Like this. I'm sorry, it's got a glare. But that's all. I want to come on here and just do this with y'all. At least that part. Because I do have to go. But I love y'all, and I hope y'all had a good week. And I hope that y'all have a good weekend and be safe. But I'm finna find out what this rat thing means. What does that mean when you run over a damn rat? Let me see. Damn, this thing is ridiculous. My bad, y'all. Okay. Hold on, Munchkin. This is interesting. Because I don't like the idea of running over anything. What is it? What is it, Munchkin? Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Thank you. Okay. We got to figure this out. Because it's an omen. It's a spiritual meaning behind stuff like that. As far as I'm concerned, no. So let's find out together. Oh, God. I killed the damn rat. Spiritual meaning of running over a rat. What? Spiritual meaning of running over a rat with your car. Let me see what it say, y'all. And if you ain't got a whole lot of time and ain't interested, I totally understand. But I want to find this out, and I wanted to find it out with y'all. The spiritual meaning of running over a rat is generally interpreted negatively, as it symbolizes a negative encounter with the themes of destruction, disease, or misfortune, but can also be seen as a call to learn from a mistake. Since rats are often associated with negative symbolism, this event can be interpreted as a sign of a warning, a message to be more careful, or an opportunity to grow from a painful experience. Okay, I take it. Okay, negative interpretations. Now here's a positive interpretation. A positive or neutral interpretation. Opportunity and resourcefulness. A different perspective suggests that, like the rat, you may need to be more resourceful and adaptable to navigate challenges in your life. The event could be a nudge to look for new opportunities or to use your skills to overcome obstacles. A teaching moment. Some believe that the incident is a lesson to be learned. The spiritual takeaway might be to be more cautious in the future or to learn from the mistake and to move forward without guilt. Okay, I like that. Both of them. Hey. Because I'm definitely on a journey. I like that. Let me see if anything else. What? Ooh, let me see. What does the rat symbolize spiritually? Let me see. Spiritually, the rat symbolizes resourcefulness, adaptability, and intelligence, embodying the ability to find solutions and thrive in difficult circumstances, often linked to wealth and prosperity in some cultures like China. Okay, it can also represent hidden currents and the shadow self. Okay, shadow self, urging a deeper exploration of one's instincts and the unconscious mind. Hey, and the unconscious mind, that's interesting, this part here, because yesterday, before I even ran over that rat, that was in the morning, but I was hearing that I was hearing it in my mind. Make the unconscious conscious. That'll be your fastest path to liberation. I kept hearing that earlier in the day, all during the day, and I'm like, what? I was gonna make a short about it, but I didn't get to that. But this is kind of like connected with this part right here, this overview about the spiritually the rat symbolizes this, and this is what it's talking about. Okay, so let me see one more time. Okay, say often linked to wealth and prosperity in some cultures like China, it can also represent hidden currents and the shadow self, meaning the unconscious parts of your personality, right? Okay, urging a deeper exploration of one's instincts and the unconscious mind. Conversely, in some interpretations, seeing rats can be an omen of betrayal, jealousy, or spiritual uncleanliness, especially in dreams. Okay. Positive symbolism, resourcefulness, and adaptability. Rats are masters of survival, adept at finding nourishment and adapting to various environments, symbolizing a spirit animal that teaches resourcefulness and overcoming challenges. Okay, I can see that. Intelligence and ingenuity. Their ability to find creative solutions and navigate complex situations highlights their intelligence and nimbleness of mind. Prosperity and good luck. In Chinese culture, the rat is the first animal of the zodiac and is a symbol of wealth and prosperity. Connection to the shadow self. The rat's association with the hidden and the overlooked suggests a call to examine one's deeper instincts and the unconscious wisdom within. Perseverance and resilience. The rat's ability to survive in difficult conditions make it a symbol of strength and resilience during tough times. Yeah. Okay, well, that kind of make a little sense. I just wanted to share it with y'all. Nothing major. Just something slight. But that was interesting to me. I was like, God damn. Because, I had almost ran over a baby bunny once, and I almost had a car wreck. I skirted and skirted around, because I just don't like the idea of that. And it kind of was annoying me just in general, because I had been seeing a whole lot of roadkill and stuff. And I'm like, how is people hitting these big old 20-something pound looking, these, what's them called? Them raccoons or something. I mean, these are people with anger management issues or something. Because ain't no way you hit no big ass animal like that. Or either you speeding and ain't got no business. You speeding or something. But anyway, I just want to hop on here and just share that little. Because I said, what the hell could that mean? And why I keep hearing them words in my head. Let me get this baby. He was squirrely. I'm sorry that it's kind of fuzzy, but y'all. You was squirrely. He wanted some airtime too. You baby boy. But yeah, so maybe that means something to any of y'all. If you ever seen a lot of rats anywhere, I know when we had like a flood or something, it was like a flood, kind of twice actually where I'm living at, slight flood. And what happened is a couple people I picked up, they were saying like it made like a rat and a mouse infestation in a lot of places locally, because I mean rats and stuff living in tunnels, living in sewage and stuff. And if some of it is still backed up, I mean, they probably do. They made them come up above ground. Because I was like, how the hell? Not only the one rat that crept across that damn main street and got up under my car and got smashed down there. Shortly after that, I just saw another big old one just see him crossing. I'm like, ooh, my God. As I was just traveling around, picking up folks last night. Look at this baby. You know what's going on? You know what's going on. You just a widow baby. But I was like, oh my God. Yeah, it made them come up. And that's probably why I've been seeing a whole lot of raccoons and stuff too. Because they kind of be out of the way too. Up in them sewage. But that water and all that water and flood and raining is bringing that stuff up. That's interesting, huh? I'm trying to think, what the hell? I don't know why my brain worked like that, making the unconscious conscious. Well, it was just that's probably what that is. It was just a full moon yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before. And the full moons are about illumination, and it brings things. The full moon is about making the unconscious conscious. It brings something up to your conscious awareness that was deep down in your subconscious, something that typically we running from, we busy, distracted, ripping and running during the day, something that we don't want to look at that's within us. That's got to do with something that's going on within us, because it ain't never been about who the other folks and who's out there and who you trying to change. No, it's about what's going on within you that would attract whatever it is that's going on in your life. What's going on within you, not in a self-blaming, self-hatred way, but just in general. So that's probably why this stuff is popping up into my consciousness to even talk about randomly, because we did just have that full moon. For the people who understand what the full moon is, what it can do to your psyche, and how it creates fluid shifts in your body, because it's got a gravitational pull on our body, which has water in it, just like the damn ocean tides do. It pulls and raises the ocean tides, the levels of the ocean, full moon, that energy. So of course it's going to do the same thing. It's doing something. It's playing some role in our body, whether it's bringing things from out of the unconscious to the conscious mind, or if at the very least for the practical, logical minded people, I mean, a fluid shift in the body creates electrolyte imbalances and just shifts in your electrolytes, which could definitely play a role in your psyche. Because I just remember that just as a nurse in a hospital, anytime somebody's sodium levels will go too high, too low, then people get delirious. So any electrolyte shift in the body can have some impact on your consciousness in some way, shape, or form. Hey, so the moon, maybe that's what it is. The moon brought this shit to my conscious awareness, because I thought, oh, okay, why am I hearing that? Make the unconscious conscious. That's your fastest path to liberation. And it was like it was being chanted in my head, y'all. Oh my God, like what the hell? Moon? God, thank you. But that is very true. And I do know a lot of us, we be running from ourselves. We be running from ourselves. Busy being busy and don't want to take a look at the man in the mirror, not the right kind of way. Because that is hard to do. Because your ego personality, when you really associate with your identity and who you think you are with your solely your egoic personality, which is the man-made ideas and perspectives that's been implanted in your head from society, your family, tradition, culture, and you ain't never had a chance to be still and explore your mind and explore your own thoughts. Why do you think the way you think? Who am I really without all these external influences? Who do God say I am? Who am I? Just who am I without all these influences? Hey, yeah, your ego personality, because the ego personality, it don't want to be quiet down. It don't want to be muted down. It want to be loud and have you run around here fearful, frustrated. Because it's something that's made from the ideas of this world, of the world. So it keep you trapped in cycles of fear and just discontent, and it don't want you to explore it. It'll make you want to continue to be busy, being busy outside and never getting into the root of anything, because the ego don't want to die down. It don't want to die off. It don't want to be changed or any of that. That part of your personality. It could care less if you get to know who you really are at the core. It don't care. And I guess that's why they say it ain't never been about you being in competition with anybody else. It's about you against you. Your higher self against your lower self. Your lower nature is your egoic personality. That's where that's at. Your higher self is your the spiritual, the core essence of who you are before society and all these things have implanted ideas in your head and programmed your mindset. And you literally be running around here thinking that that's who you are. That's not even who you are. At the core, it's an aspect of who you are. But damn. So make the unconscious conscious. That's what I was hearing, y'all. So that's mainly what I wanted to share, because I know what that means for me. I don't have that down pat. I think nobody really does. Even the mystics and shamans in the world and preachers and any of that. Ain't nobody running around here purely healed and explored as far as them pulled everything up to their conscious mind. We all just a work in progress, all of us. But I kept hearing that, so I just want to share it. And I think it got something to do with that damn full moon. Got to be. Ain't that right, baby? Because my mind, I was not on it. I was out here zooming around like, okay. It's busy outside. Okay, let me go on here. Look at this baby boy. Yeah. So I guess that's just something to ponder on. For whoever understand what I'm talking about. Damn, that's so weird. It's the power. Everything is connected. Make the unconscious conscious. Make the unconscious conscious. That's your fastest way to liberation. That's the truth, because you can't keep running from yourself. Because whatever you don't want to bring awareness to that's within you, man, that'd be your biggest blind spot ever. Whatever it is about yourself that you don't want to look at closely. This is for me too. Damn. And it's crazy how it's set up like that. That's why you have to be able to be still and close your damn eyes. Because your brain, that ego personality can run amok. And they don't never want you to be, still. Let's say be still, know that I am God. That ego part of your personality wants you to be monkey mind, running around. It don't want you to be still. Because the moment you be still, that's when you're going to get God's clarity. And it's going to come from within, not outside of you. The answers that you seek are within you. It's like an innate knowing. And if that part of your personality is muted down, that's when God comes up to the surface and he'll reveal the truth and give you the clarity that you need. The answers you seek are within you. That's crazy. And it's almost like the shadow part of your personality, the ego knows that. So it'll constantly have you want to be outside scrambling, being busy. Because it don't want you to know that about yourself. Damn, that's crazy. Wouldn't a diabolical existence of human, that's why being a human being is something else. You be fighting, damn. It'd be you against you, literally. That's mind-blowing. It's frustrating, but in some kind of way, it's intriguing to me. It's almost like just a human being. It's just all aspects of us is so complex. I think that's kind of dope. God is a master. Hey, but I guess that's the best way for us to evolve and grow. Hey, but that is crazy. But Jesus knew. Hey, that's why you got to just be kind to yourself too as you're going through this crap. Damn. As you're going through whatever you're going through. And just focus on yourself. Because people be trying to paint them pretty pictures like they got all together. Ain't nobody got this shit figured out. Not like that. Not like that. And even if somebody superficially look like they got it figured out on the superficial, on the outer, I mean, as far as like materialistically, well, internally, they probably toe the hill up. Hey. So it's like you have to choose. I think it's a way to be balanced and having both kind of in somewhat of a harmony. Hey, but that's what I say. Keep your eyes focused on your own road, own path. Don't be worried about nobody else. You know what I mean? Because you got enough to worry about. You got you against you. Jesus, that's so cool. That's so interesting. It's cool. It's frustrating. It gives you hell. But then it give you joy when you overcome something and transcend and evolve out of some way of being or thinking. Like next level up. Hey, I guess that's why they say enjoy the journey. It ain't even about the destination or what you ultimately want to complete or do or have. It's about take the time to pause and reflect back on how far you've come already and who you are becoming along the process. Who you're becoming. And who you are becoming and your progress may not always be represented in some materialistic 3D form. It might not always be, oh, I must be doing well because I got 1 billion pairs of shoes. Hell no. It's about, are you still as reactive? Can you be rage baited? Can somebody still get you out your character, make you pop off and damn near get like a ticket for being disorderly? Or have you tamed that part of your personality? Okay, look who you are becoming. Do you still compare yourself to other people? Or can you care less? And you finally got to the point where you realize, hey, we all on our own personal journey. And who cares what that person got going on over there? Let me keep my eyes focused over here. That kind of stuff. I think that's cool to be reflective like that. And that's mature. That's mature. That shows you've evolved out of that stinking thinking. And that's the best satisfaction. They give you the most peace. Like peace of mind is a new wealth. Not stuff, because you can have a whole lot of stuff, but you can be so chaotic in your head. You can damn near be jealous of somebody who damn near a damn monk and they ain't got shit, but they got peace of mind. That's something that they got that you want, and that's why it's always about you have to have a balance. It's nice to have a lot of stuff, but you also got to do that inner work. Otherwise, you have a lot of stuff masking the chaos that's going on inside you, and that's the shittiest. That's shitty. That's a shitty existence, It's soul sucking, it's draining, And anything that you get materialistically, 3D, superficially, will never be enough if you keep avoiding that inner work and making the unconscious conscious. That's your fastest path to liberation. Because the more you do that, I notice the more that you do that for yourself, you require less and less materialistically. That's what I'm realizing. Where the satisfaction and the contentment with life, you realize it was always an inside game. It was never really about stuff. Stuff is just your attempt at scrambling at trying to fill some void or some hole that's going on inside you. And the hole is really it's not really a hole, but it's just not being willing to be still and explore yourself. What they say, know thyself. That's what it's about. That's the biggest epiphany I've had on my little journey so far. That was kicked off from actually losing my parents. Ain't that crazy? Damn. And although I missed them and they were my best friends, it's almost like God revealed that to me. Like it was the worst time of my life, but it was also, it's turned out to be the biggest gift and blessing, because that was what was needed, at least for me, to trigger me to start to go deeper and try to understand more about who I am, know thyself, and get more clarity so that I can be self-sustaining, and any emptiness or whatever I got going on inside of me, rectify it, and just realizing that it was always an inside game, man. Ain't that something? And that's just the best feeling in the world. That's the best feeling in the world. And I just wish that for whoever you are, if you come across this, just make the unconscious conscious. Sorry, it's all fuzzy, but I was showing here that make the unconscious conscious. That's your fastest path to liberation. It ain't about beating up on nobody else. It ain't about snapping on nobody, fighting nobody. It ain't about arguing with the government. It ain't about none of that. It's about focusing in on yourself and getting your head out the sand and stop running from your thoughts. Stop running from yourself and get down up in there. Because if you know thyself, the more you explore that part of yourself and get to know thyself, it also reveals to you within who God is. Because the pieces of him live within you. And from a spiritual angle, that's where you're coming from before you was even a human being incarnated in a human vessel. And it just reveals all that to you. Like, okay. And it give you peace of mind. It give you a peace of mind. I know that you a hybrid. Hey, you ain't just no meat suit human down here. Like, hey, you coming from something. You divine. You half divine, half human. You a hybrid. That's fucking dope, man. So any oppressive things that's flying through your head, any thoughts, perspectives that's been placed in your mind from culture, tradition, society, whatever people talk about from this world, you can throw that shit in the garbage. Because what God said, you a hybrid. You have human, half divine. Hey, if that don't make you feel good, I don't know what the hell else to do. Ain't no bunch of shoes gonna do it. If knowing that about yourself ain't enough to make you feel like, okay, that means I'm inherently the shit. I'm like inherently enough. I'm like inherently worthy and lovable and like the bee's knees because of that. Bruh, I think that's cool. That's why it's so important to see yourself clearly. And I don't have it down packed, so I'm not saying this and yelling this like I do. I don't. But I'm getting there. I'm striving for it. That's what true freedom and liberation is. Bringing that shit up to the surface. And then so whatever perspective ain't serving you no more, you can throw it out. Throw it in the trash. And replace it with what God says about you. Who do he say you are? Talking about affirmations. And keep saying it until it's sinking into your subconscious mind and you get it. And you not only understand it, but understand it. Ain't that something? That's so beautiful. Anyway, I don't know. I just felt called to hop on here and just share these little random little things that's been going down. I'm gonna let y'all go. Yeah. I don't know. Let me see. Is there anything else coming to mind? I can't believe I ran over that damn rat. Motherfucker. Let me see. What was something on there about? No, I think that's about it, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm just sharing y'all. Whatever comes up, comes out. And it had to come out because my damn head was hurting right here. My head was hurting. And then for whatever reason, it started to feel like something was going on with my right eye. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? Now, for me, I believe that the right side of the body is masculine energy, meaning that's the side of your... When something going on with the right side of my body, I take that as a sign to take action on something. And so when my right eye kept acting up, that meant to me like, take action and record this damn video, girl. And, you know, and of course the left side of your body is your feminine side of your body. But I was confused for a minute. That's why I didn't pop on in the middle of the night, because my right eye was irritated like it was something in it, which it wasn't. But then at the same time, my left hand kept itching, like the feminine side of my body. So I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean, God? What do you mean, universe? What are you trying to tell me to do? So I just went to sleep. I was like, I'm going to just stop and take a power nap and shut my mind off. Because I guess, obviously, I'm overthinking this, or I'm not picking up what is my body, what is it trying to tell me. So I didn't want to hop on right away last night, because I was, or in the middle of the night, because I was like, I don't even know what the hell. But ain't that crazy? But I don't know, and that's just the way my brain works. I kind of just go off a little signs like that for my body. Like, why my left hand keep itching? That means I need to be quiet and be still and listen. Listen to nature or something. It's trying to tell me something. But yeah. Anyway, I might come back. I'm not for sure. But y'all have a good weekend if I don't. And yeah, if anything else come to mind, if anything else that I feel that need to be shared, I'm gonna just hop on here and just share it, okay? Hi. Topman Brown, hi. Thank you. Z-Dog, hello. Sorry, guys. Sorry that I wasn't even reading the comments really or anything, because I realized sometimes when I don't know, I feel called to like randomly just hop on here and just share stuff that come to my mind. The moment you start reading comments or something, or get distracted messing with your phone, you just get a phone call and, you know, you get interrupted where you can't let whatever it is need to be coming through you and out your mouth. It can distract you from letting it flow. Throw you off or whatever. So, but it ain't like I'm deliberately doing that. I'm not saying anything. But anyway, whoever you are, if you stopped by and just listen for a minute or whatever, thank you very much. I'm very grateful. And just hopefully y'all having a good day, and that y'all have a good weekend. And thank you for just even coming by. I'm gonna try to, let me see someone. Oh, this is a little squirrely baby. Wait, let me see. Let me see if I can hit this button here. Yeah. Y'all just be safe and be careful. And just remember, man, I don't know what it is. If you're going through anything crazy in life, just know. If you're going through something crazy, just know that it's more than likely because you got some big ass destiny or calling down here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be under attack to begin with. So keep your head on straight. Don't take it so personal. Just do what you got to do. Be strategic. Be strategic in your movement. Plan your work and work your plan, like my daddy used to say. And don't take it as a personal attack. It's just something going on. Like that spiritual warfare, that stuff is real. Stuff be playing on your psyche, dark entities or whatever be trying to attach to you to throw you off. But what they say, God is not the author of confusion, though. God is not the author of confusion. He's not the author of confusion. He's not. So when you confuse and shit like that, hey, just be still. Go take a nap or something. Don't proceed forward if you ain't got the clarity you need, because he's not the author of confusion. He don't make you be confused and shit like that. That's why when my left hand was itching, feminine energy, meaning be still. But then my right eye was acting up, meaning like take action on something, as far as these are just things that I use as to help me with my movement. That was confusing. Like, do I be still or take action? Be still or take action. Feminine energy, masculine energy. Like, what do I do, God? Hey, but I knew that kind of chaos and chaotic thinking or that confusion, that ain't coming from God. So you have to take and pause. Ain't that right? Yeah. But he'll give you clarity. Oh! Because he lives within you. But he's so quiet. God is so quiet. God's voice and the way he can speak to you is quiet. And sometimes it can come through music. It can come through all kind of ways. But it's never like loud. I know one woman I was watching, she was just explaining too how, like, you know, anytime you get a feeling within you that's like making you feel like you angst, rushed, fearful, like, oh my God, I gotta make this move, I gotta do this right now, oh, pressure. That ain't coming from God, not like that. That's coming from your egoic personality. And that's coming from something that's fear-based, some fear-based consciousness or something like this, that's trying to make you make a move in haste and in angst, but it could potentially be the wrong move or a temporary fix or not the best way to resolve the issue. Because as it's being made out of low vibrational energy, you take an action from a fearful, angst place. And God is not the author of confusion, and he don't give you a spirit of fear or any of that. That angst and all of that little shit, that ain't coming from God. That's coming from something dark that's trying to make you make a hasty move, which won't do nothing to harm you necessarily, but it just might slow down something, or make you have to go redo something, you know. Yeah, baby boy. So I love y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. I might be back, okay? Is there anything else? Yeah, I think that's all for now. Yeah, I'm gonna go and do a little bit of work. But yes. Bye. Budweiser. There's no good day without Budweiser. Ah! That's right. Go ahead, drink. Just drink responsibly. Hopefully you got a DD. It's the weekend anyway, so whoever you are, you deserve it. I'll be thinking about that too sometimes when they be like, well, God don't be like you do nothing. God don't want you to do nothing. I think that the truth of the matter, I feel like God, look, as long it's about overindulgence. Whatever you're doing, if you do it responsibly, hey, because you could be overly religious. Like you could be overly, like, I mean, you can overindulge in anything. Even something good can turn into a negative. Hey, so I think it's about having that balance. So enjoy your Budweiser, sir. GB99X, okay. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Okay, y'all take care and be good. Okay, let me see. What is this here? Already did that. Okay, bye. Love ya. See you later.